Inside the messy Jimmy Butler saga, and how it all came down to Kevin Durant. The Golden State Warriors' annual celebrity poker tournament features heavy hitters from all over Silicon Valley who pay a premium to play Texas Hold'em alongside Stephen Curry and the rest of the Warriors players and coaches. All the proceeds go to the team's charitable foundation. No player has won the tournament, although Gary Payton I made the final table once. Usually, the winner is one of the many poker professionals who enter, a titan of venture capital or technology, or owner Joe Lacob's wife, Nicole Curran, who has won it twice. This year, the tournament was quite the scene, because just after 9 p.m. on Saturday, word started spreading across the floor of the Chase Center that the Dallas Mavericks had just traded 25-year-old superstar Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. Table by table, hundreds of people all began to pull out their cell phones to see the news and then take videos of the players reacting in real time. Curry was stunned. Moments later, he walked to Draymond Green's table and asked whether he had seen the trade. Green hadn't, so he walked to Curry's table and inspected the post from Espen's Shams Charania on Curry's phone. Dozens of videos of these moments were captured by people in the Chase Center that night and posted on social media. Neither Curry nor Green could maintain a poker face, at least as far as the Doncic trade was concerned. But unbeknownst to almost everyone in the room, there was another poker game playing out in the Warriors' world. This one was just as high stakes as the massive pot the Lakers and Mavericks had just played, and it involved a clandestine motive to make their own trade deadline shocker by landing Kevin Durant. By Saturday night, as people around the world were digesting the implications of the massive Doncic trade, multiple sources told Espen that the Warriors were already deep into negotiations with the Phoenix Suns to reunite Durant with the franchise with which he won 2 finals MVPs and championships in 2017 and 2018. The teams had secretly been talking since early that week. Durant and his longtime business manager, Rich Kleiman, only learned of the stunning talks when the Suns played the Warriors on January 31. It was a lot to digest, so Durant and Curry discussed the idea the next day, hours before the poker tournament. Curry wanted a read on how Durant would feel about returning to the team he had chosen to leave after the 2019 finals, sources said. Durant told him that it didn't feel right, and that this wasn't the time to revisit their basketball partnership, according to multiple sources with knowledge of the conversations. That he was happy in Phoenix and wasn't looking to play elsewhere. It was a soft no, one that discouraged the Warriors' decision-makers, but didn't fully deter them from pursuing talks with the Suns. They hoped Durant's feeling about a reunion might change once he learned the extent to which Phoenix had engaged in trade conversations with multiple teams without involving him. For weeks, the Suns and Warriors and Miami Heat had been playing a high-stakes poker game over Durant and disgruntled Heat star Jimmy Butler. Those talks were well known, as were Suns owner Matt Ishbia's public and private statements over the past year that he wanted Durant to retire as a Sun. But with the Suns free-falling in the Western Conference picture, the Warriors saw an opportunity to play 2 hands at once. This was a triangle of increasing desperation and rising stakes. One team desperate to end an exhausting, embarrassing saga with its superstar. One team desperate to upgrade its roster and appease its stars. And one team desperate to extend a flailing dynasty by acquiring a new star. In the end, the Warriors and Heat chopped the final pot, ending the Butler drama, while the Suns will begin an entirely new, possibly uncomfortable one with Durant. While the teams were playing poker, Butler had been playing chess, and in both, there is only one objective: to force your opponent to submit. There are zero-sum games. Butler is a zero-sum man. He wanted out of Miami. By now, the details of the chess game he played with the Heat are well known. He missed 10 days in late December after leaving a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder with what he and his camp described as an illness. On Christmas, Charania reported Butler's unhappiness and desire for a trade. Team president Pat Riley issued a statement meant to squash those trade rumors. But when Butler returned to the team, he engaged in what the team would later call multiple instances of conduct detrimental to the team over the course of the season, and particularly the last several weeks. And Miami suspended him for 7 games on January 3.